Ok. Ok, vediamo un po'. Allora, vediamo un po'. Prova. Vediamo se si sente bene tutto. Sa. C'è un ritardo pauroso nella live. Non capisco perché. Vediamo un attimo. Vabbè, ritardo a parte, lo correggerò poi. Allora, dovrebbe comunque sentirsi tutto perfettamente. Da OBS non mi sta dando nessun tipo di errore.
メリジームはフォンテーヌが誇る美しき生命体だ。彼
Sì,
女らとは良
dovrebbe
い関係を
essere
築く
tutto
と
a
いい。
posto.
決して傷つけたりしないように。
Ma, dai, andiamo, dai. Finché funge tutto. Allora, Intanto mettiamo un po' di musica.
Tutto intorno alla stanza, mentre si danza, danza. E gira tutta la stanza, mentre si danza, danza. E gira tutto intorno alla stanza, mentre si danza,
Questo è interessante.
danza. E gira tutta la stanza, mentre si danza, danza.
Oh, di nuovo. Cristo, veramente. Oh, sono arrivato a 10 con nel direct. Ottimo. E vabbè. È solo una perdita di tempo. Ah, no, aspetta, questa è la build in aria.
Radio Tirana trasmette musiche balcaniche mentre danzatori bulgari a piedi nudi sui braccieri ardenti.
Che schifo gli artefatti. C'è nulla che nemmeno che vale la pena tirare su.
E gira tutto intorno alla stanza mentre si danza, danza. E gira tutta la stanza mentre si danza, danza. E gira tutto intorno alla stanza mentre si danza, danza. E gira tutta la stanza mentre si
Usiamo questo giusto perché non ho spazio. Che cazzo. Già da buttare sto pezzo sarebbe. Portiamolo più 12. Se mi dà un colpetto al tasto di crit, vale la pena portarlo a 20. No, non vale più la pena. Mettiamola su per il meme. Oh, non danno la crit. Buono il tasso da crit. Buono il danno. Buono il tasso. Oh, bello sto pezzo. Dovesse mai uscire un PG che necessita del Marashushe Corona Attacco, questo pezzo sarà ottimo. Magari si scala anche in def. Difficile, ma non impossibile. Devo di notti della trasmutacchia. Per liberare di brutto l'inventario. Ultima run. Ok.
per liberare DigiWorld. Sincronizziamo e Digiverse e la forza crescerà e la forza sarà
Questo dai, può diventare carino.
la tua mano che è perché noi digievolveremo e poi burn up and go.
1600.
Digievolvi ancora Digimon, per la vita siamo Digimon, tutti insieme noi. Sale il fuoco e forza Digimon, digievolvi ancora Digimon, lotta sempre con i Digimon.
Tirato fuori def, maledizione. L'altro era questo, che c'ha il doppio PS.
La tua mano che è perché noi digievolveremo e poi burn up and go. Digimon, digievolvi
Basta, la crit ci piace.
per la vita siamo Digimon, tutti insieme noi. Sale il fuoco e forza Digimon, digievolvi ancora Digimon, lotta sempre con i Digimon. Viva il 5 burn up and go, burn up and go, burn up and go.
Sto pensando a che poterlo dare. Quasi quasi a lei glielo darei. Anche se non fa tanto danno con la ulti lei. Può tornare comunque utile. PS, ottimo. Che poi se non sbaglio lei la gioco con la Favonius, quindi è anche buono questo tasso da crit. L'ultima è andata un po' a me, però diventa un master. Lei adesso c'ha questo che Questo addirittura... questo è anche meglio. Cioè, è uguale. Questo c'ha solo giusto un 1% di rate in meno. E poi niente, ve l'ho detto. Questo evento finisce fra 2 giorni. Domani assolutamente lo devo fare. Devo finirlo assolutamente entro domani. Mo te faccio affogare. Vieni qua. Però non provare a morirci prima. Vieni. Vieni. No, vieni qua. Non provare a scappare. Figlio di da merda. Questa è carina di cazzo. Cioè, arriva fino laggiù. Sembra di sì. Tutto qua? Quello che c'era? Ma e tu non rompere le palle. Sbagliato posto. Ok. Allora, vediamo un po'. Allora, andiamo sul canale di Genshin. Ok, eccolo qui. 40 minuti. Poi si vedrà un attimo nero. No, non qua. Dov'è? Ah, eccolo qua. Vediamo anche se a livello di audio si sente. Che cazzo sta?
別の天中中に分け与えられた楽園エデン。私断罪の皇女は
Scientifica, fammi un favore, stai un po' zitta. Dovrebbe essere questo, sì. Ok. Perfetto. Allora, vediamo se si sente correttamente. Non si sente da YouTube però. Sì, perché devo mettere la traccia audio, giustamente. No, aspetta, non fare ancora partire il trailer. Si sente da YouTube però. Non fare ancora partire la traccia audio perché... Cioè, non fare partire il trailer perché ancora devo settare la traccia audio.
need something that sounds, I don't know, a little more
Ok.
extravagant, maybe?
Dovrebbe funzionare.
We'll have to
Yeah.
talk about it later. The lights have been turned on and the audience is already here. The program is starting.
Oh, hi. Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.3 special program. Yay! As you can see, our show is sponsored by Chiyoria Boutique, one of the leading fashion houses in Fontaine. But before we go any further, let's take a moment to watch the version 4.3 trailer.
Camera operator. That can be.
Ok, adesso funziona. Spero. Se non ho fatto cazzate. Quindi. Mettiamolo qui. E facciamolo partire.
Okay, everyone. I assume that you know why we're here, right?
I've checked the perimeter. The coast is all clear.
All right, then it's time. Time to shop for the latest fashions at Chiyoria Boutique. Huh. Don't you think something sounds a little off about that line?
Yeah, this is Chiyoria Boutique that we're talking about. I feel like we need something that sounds, I don't know, a little more extravagant, maybe?
We'll have to talk
Yeah.
about it later. The lights have been turned on and the audience is already here. The program is starting.
Oh, hi. Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.3 special program. Yay! As you can see, our show is sponsored by Chiyoria Boutique, one of the leading fashion houses in Fontaine. But before we go any further, let's take a moment to watch the version 4.3 trailer.
Camera
Okay.
operator. That can be a pretty technical job. Are you really up to it? Wait, you put no thought into finding a good camera angle, and the characters weren't in the shots. Positions,
Eccola!
Nice to meet you. I am
La più
Navia,
bella di tutta
President,
Fontaine.
Leader, Commander-in-Chief, Executive Director, and Boss of Spina di Rosula. Hey there! Yeah! Ha! Umbrella warfare, I guess. Fire!
All right, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready.
Whoa, Marina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Props and lighting set the scene. Actors can get their makeup done. Extras go over your positions. Camera
cosa
ready.
che è,
Get the
Chiori?
board. Actors to your position. Lights. Camera. Action. Enough, villain. Pay for the death of our mother.
You're just as naive as
Ayaka?
her. Did you really
Oddio, le run di
two
Ayaka?
muskets would be enough to defeat me?
Your crimes are evident.
Eccola qua, come cazzo si chiami?
Drop your weapons. Justice will prevail. Not bad. The actors' emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take. We'll move on to the next scene.
Dio mia.
Did you really think you'd get away?
Chevres.
You can keep your Mora, and you can go to hell.
Ma mi hanno ammazzato io via, ma no! Ma dai!
That was beyond mesmerizing. Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves.
la di Dio mia?
Fontaine. Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
Mi hanno ammazzato io e Mia, ma perché? Ma mi sembra una cosa brutta, dai.
The version 4.3 special program, everyone. I'm Sarah Miller Cruz, the voice of Lumine, and today I'm joined by...
Hey everybody, I'm Brenna Larson, the voice of Navia, president of the Spina di Rosula.
And I'm Erica Lindbeck, the voice of Chevres.
Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is the first time we've had you two on the special program.
So excited.
It's so great. Okay, so actually, we have a tradition on the program where we all get to sing everyone a little song.
Oh.
Huh? Okay.
Nice try. I've seen the special programs before.
You don't want to sing a song? You can sing a, like a
I
little
love
song
singing,
about
listen.
Genshin. You know, Genshin Impact. No, okay.
Ooh.
Back to business. Back to business. Okay, like we mentioned
Ok,
before,
momento
this program is
cringe,
sponsored by
l'hanno
the
fatto?
Chiyoria Boutique.
Bene.
So while we're sharing content from version 4.3, I also wanted to get some inspiration for shooting commercials for the boutique.
We don't want to let our client down.
Yeah, and speaking of new content, we can't have a new version without introducing some new characters. As you already saw in the trailer, Navia and Chevres will be our new playable characters.
Yay! I'm sure many of our viewers are already familiar with Navia after seeing her throughout Fontaine's Archon quest. But who is Chevres?
Who indeed? Other Fontaine characters have already mentioned Chevres before in their voice lines, but Chevres will finally be making an official appearance in version 4.3.
I'm so excited!
So exciting!
Oh, by the way, what do you think of letting one of our characters from the new version take the lead role in our commercial?
Oh, well, I mean, if we're shooting a video for Chiyoria Boutique, then I think Navia would be an obvious choice. After all, Navia's clothing was designed by Chiori herself.
Wait, Erica, that was
Ah, i
actually a
vestiti
really natural
di
sounding
Navi sono
product
stati
placement
diretti
for
da
Chiyoria
Chiori,
Boutique.
quindi quella lì.
You're
Che si è
amazing
vista
at this.
prima, che secondo me sarà poi in PGP,
I know
è
it sounds like
ingiocabile.
product placement, but Chiori really clearly was the designer who created Navia's outfit. Next, let's have a look at her fashion show.
Ooh, and by fashion show, we mean her character showcase.
I always say that blind optimism isn't the answer. If you want a bright future, you have to go out and seize it with your own two hands.
Madonna, quanto stai gnocca. Oh.
This one's got your name on it. A proper send-off from the Spina with love.
I'm sorry, can we take a moment to appreciate how perfectly Chiori customized Navia's clothes and accessories to reflect her personality? She clearly pays a lot of attention to the small details.
Erica, I love how seriously you're taking the sponsorship. It's really great.
It's important.
While we're on this topic, though, Navia's parasol seems pretty interesting. On the outside, it looks like a delicate accessory used to block out the sun, but on the inside, there's actually a secret firearm that can be used to ward off enemies at a moment's notice. It's elegant and fierce all at once, just like Navia herself.
Exactly. Even when it comes to her enemies, Navia is not the type to eschew basic etiquette, so she prefers to maintain appropriate distance while in combat. While using her elemental skill, Navia opens her gunbrella and fires multiple Rosula shard shots that can pass through opponents, dealing geo damage upon a successful strike.
Ooh.
For a period of time after using her elemental skill, Navia's normal, charged, and plunging attacks will deal increased damage and become infused with the power of Geo, which cannot be overridden.
Now, when Navia's in combat, there are these little markings around her that look like bullets. I wonder if that's some sort of ammo for the gunbrella?
Oh, yeah. Yes, you guessed it. When a character in the party obtains an elemental shard created from the crystallize reaction, Navia will gain crystal shrapnel charges. Navia will consume these charges after unleashing her elemental skill. Her skill damage increases with the number of charges that she's accumulated.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that Navia's elemental skill becomes more powerful if she works together with other characters in the party to trigger the crystallize reaction.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, great.
Navia's elemental burst calls forth the Rosula Dorata Salute, which unleashes a massive bombardment on opponents in front of her, periodically dealing geo elemental damage. I should also mention that Navia will accumulate crystal shrapnel charges at certain intervals if she strikes enemies with the Rosula Dorata Salute.
Ooh, now that salute is spectacular. That's awesome.
I heard that the Spina di Rosula likes to perform firearm salutes before important negotiations. You know, as a way to celebrate future success. And don't misunderstand, you guys, it's not an intimidation tactic at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's just the Spina's way of showing respect in their own way.
Yeah, totally.
Not intimidating at all.
No.
As the president of the Spina di Rosula, Navia is always trying to collect the latest intel by exploring all corners of Fontaine.
Già perché
When
c'aveva il
Navia is
talento
dispatched on a
da
20-hour
prendere in
expedition in
esplorazione.
Fontaine, rewards gained will be
Ecco,
increased.
questo è l'update che hanno
we just
fatto.
mentioned
Uno
that
dei
Navia is
quality
the
of life.
president of the Spina di Rosula. So I think we should bring up Spina's contributions to
Forse anche
averting
l'unico.
Fontaine's prophesized crisis.
Perché gli
I
altri
mean, it was all
hanno
thanks
detto
to Navia's
che
leadership.
Exactly.
li metteranno in futuro.
Some people even lost their lives during that disaster. I'm certain that those events weighed heavily on Navia, but she remained tough and committed to leading the Spina.
Yeah, and while we're on the topic of Fontaine's crisis, though the prophesized dangers are over, the town is probably still busy rebuilding everything, right? I bet Navia's gonna be occupied with that for a long time.
Oh, definitely. That's something that travelers will be able to see for themselves. Navia's story quests, the Rosa Multiflora chapter,
Che la
will
facciamo il
become
giorno stesso che
available
la
in version
puliamo.
4.3.
La story
The
quest.
Spina will be working diligently to rebuild Poisson. Though repairing the houses will be straightforward, the emotional distress may be much more difficult to address. If you're curious about how Navia and her crew are going to proceed, then be sure to check it out.
Ugh, I'm so excited!
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
looking forward to seeing what happens. Okay, so now that we've introduced Navia, it's time for Chevres to be in the spotlight.
Adesso
Okay, I know
Chevre
this
del
is
cazzo
a
ti
newcomer.
chiami.
You probably can't wait to learn more about her. So let's get right into it.
Okay. How should I
Chevreus.
introduce her? First off,
Chevres.
Chevres is the captain of the
Faccio
Special
schifo in
Security and
francese.
Surveillance Patrol. It's a Fontainian organization that handles all sorts of difficult cases and dangerous criminals.
Ooh. She doesn't like to appear in public without good because so if you happen to run into
Anche
her,
se l'ho dato una lettura veloce, mi sa tanto che lei sarà un grosso flop
As long
come
as you're a
4 stelle.
law-abiding citizen, there's no need to worry. Chevres is
gioca tanto
actually really easy to
sull'Overlord.
get along with outside of work.
L'Overlord
Feastos
non
are
è
just
che
the
una
best
chissà che
snack.
bella
They're easy to
reazione.
carry with you and go with so many sauces. Final warning.
Esteticamente è bellissima.
Hands where I can
Però a
see 'em.
livello di kit mi sa che fa proprio... Non penso sarà buona.
What? That was so fire. And I'm not just talking about her skills.
Oh my gosh, look at her idol animation. I love that she loves snacks.
Mhm.
That is so awesome.
She's a girl's girl, and she gets it.
Yeah, she gets it. She really does. She's not exactly what you'd expect from the captain of the special patrol, though, right?
I guess that's kind of true. I mean, Chevres' work as a captain can be really stressful. I mean, I can't blame the girl for indulging every once in a while to relieve some stress. She even adjusts her training regimen to make up for her snacking habits. In fact, she trains more than any other member of the Special Patrol. Her platoon really admires her for that.
Wow. Okay, she's got some willpower. That is awesome. She's really admirable.
The Special Patrol prioritizes combat ability above all else, so the organization often attracts some eccentric personalities.
Okay.
Yeah. The Special Patrol used to have problems with insubordination, but ever since Chevres took control, everyone has fallen into line, which does not surprise me at all. She commands respect among her peers, and she's a formidable fighter, and she leads by example. Though she demands excellence from her platoon, she holds herself to even higher standards. She always tries to be an example for others to follow, whether it's investigating cases or in marksmanship practice.
And it looks like a lot of her skills involve using a musket. She must be a pretty good shot.
For sure. Chevres and her musket are basically partners in crime. They're inseparable. She definitely knows her way around a firearm. Chevres uses her musket to fire at opponents during her elemental skill. For a period of time after unleashing her elemental skill, Chevres will continuously restore HP to the active character on the field. During her elemental burst, Chevres fires an explosive grenade with her musket, which will split into secondary explosive shells upon impact. Haha, impact.
Whoa. Wait, I noticed that Chevres has bullet-like markings around her during combat. Can she shoot a special type of ammo?
That's right. Chevres obtains an overcharged ball when a nearby party member triggers the overloaded reaction. Holding Chevres' elemental skill will consume this special ammo to unleash an even more powerful pyro attack that covers a larger AoE. This attack will also grant an attack buff to all pyro and electro characters in the party.
Okay, so that's where the name Overcharged Ball comes from.
Chevres actually came up with the name herself.
Oh.
She was reading a novel where the protagonist believed that names held a lot of power. If you give something a cool-sounding name, then you've given yourself an advantage over your enemies. That kind of logic resonated with her, I guess.
Well, I guess
Il
she has a
problema è che
point.
lei,
I should also mention what
da
happens if
quello che ho
Chevres is
letto
paired
adesso
with all
kit,
pyro and electro
la
characters.
giochi solo
If your
in
party
team
contains at least
Overlord,
one
quindi con
character of
l'elettro e
either
il
type,
pyro.
then triggering the
Non
overloaded
la trovo
reaction
molto
will cause an
performante.
opponent's pyro and electro resistances to decrease.
Okay, so it seems like Chevres could really shine in an overload team comp. But I also did notice that Chevres isn't solely limited to a musket. She also uses a polearm in combat. Okay, honestly, if I were a criminal, I feel like I'd be pretty nervous if she came after me.
Oh, for sure. Most people who have something to hide avoid her like their lives depend on it. And maybe it does. In all seriousness, though, that's why Chevres trains so hard. She has to be able to catch a wide variety of cunning criminals who try to evade her at all costs. So when Chevres is in your party, stamina consumption from sprinting is decreased.
Ah, vabbè, c'è un buff
love
sullo
that.
sprint, dai.
These two new characters are great.
Tanto
Both of them
passivo
will be great
abbastanza a
leads
me.
in our commercial. I don't know, it's so hard to choose.
I know. And I will will make this even harder for you.
Oh no.
We're about to take a look at what event wishes that travelers can look forward to in version 4.3.
Oh, i banner.
Candidate pool for the lead role of our commercial is about to get even bigger.
Oh,
my
no. In the first half of version 4.3, travelers can look forward to event
Navi
wishes
e
for Navia
Ayaka.
and Ayaka.
Ma le armi non
The new
male.
5-star Claymore, Verdict,
L'arma
will
di
also
Navia
be featured in
bellissima.
the weapon event
Anche
wish.
se non
In
penso
the
che la
second
pullerò.
half of version 4.3,
No!
returning event wishes from the Riding Shogun
Ma
and
povera
Yoimiya.
io
During this
mia!
time,
Ma
Chevrolet will also
no! Ma
receive
dai,
a
ma questo è
huge
odiare.
drop
Ma
rate
questo è
boost.
proprio
Be
odiare
sure
il
to check them out if
personaggio,
you're
dai.
interested.
That's awesome. Travelers can also look forward to 2 new artifact sets in version 4.3. Songs of Days Past and Nighttime Whispers
I
in
nuovi
the Echoing
artefatti
Woods.
che io
Be
sto
sure to keep an eye on
aspettando.
future announcements to learn more about them.
This seems like the perfect time for our first break. We've shared a ton of information so far, and I bet travelers could use some time to digest it all.
You're right. For sure.
Definitely.
Let's take a break while we take a look at the second group of redemption codes. The version 4.3 special program is brought to you by Chioria Boutique and will return shortly.
Ma povera io mia, ma dai! Ma perché la mettono sempre in banner in cui sanno che nessuno la pullerà? Ma dai, però il banner Navia e Kamisato Yaka, il banner anime è davvero pericoloso. Che mal che mi vada, mi prendo la seconda Mi Splitter, però non penso che di riuscire a fare un PT sul banner armi. Non credo proprio.
Casting options for the Chioria Boutique commercial. But the content of the commercial is
Ah,
also
la
important,
Claymore
right?
free to play,
Do you have any ideas?
quella formabile
If
con
we're making a
l'evento.
commercial for Chioria Boutique, then how about we include some event footage of Chiori?
Yay!
Chiori is actually going to appear in the event for version 4.3.
What?
Hmm.
While the travelers have been able to see her store in the court of Fontaine, they'll finally get to meet her in person.
Scusa.
Her store in the court of Fontaine.
Anche se i viaggiatori hanno avuto modo di vedere il suo negozio nella corte di Fontaine. Di Shiori. Dopo devo controllare.
They'll finally get to meet her in person.
Yes, I know. Travelers can also look forward to meeting Ayaka and Ayato in Fontaine. Chiori suggested that they should stop by, so here they are.
So cool.
Hey, this is actually the perfect time for a word from our sponsor. An Inazuma-born fashion icon, Chiori! Chioria Boutique is your one-stop shop for the latest and most influential fashion in Fontaine.
That is right. Chiori is acquainted with the Kamisato siblings because she's also from
Dio,
Inazuma. She
Inazuma
actually
Shiori.
introduced Ayaka and Ayato to Xavier and recommended that they make the trip to Fontaine for the Fontanalia Film Festival.
So exciting. Will you tell us more about the Fontanalia Film Festival?
Oh, the Fontanalia Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Lock Knights. According to the myths, they went on a quest to search for the Oceanids and eventually welcomed the Hydro Archon Egeria to Fontaine.
It's one of the most important festivals in Fontaine, like what the Windbloom Festival is to Mondstadt and Lantern Rite is to Liyue.
So exciting.
The Fontaine Film Association proposed the Fontanalia Film Festival earlier this year, and during this time, the public may submit films for evaluation. The entry with the highest score will be given the Farina Award by the association.
Well, we can see Farina working with Ayaka and the others here. So wait, does this mean that there's a chance that Farina might win the Farina Award? Okay, now I'm intrigued.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to leave you in suspense. If travelers are curious about what Ayaka and the others are doing in Fontaine, or how Farina fared, you'll just have to play the event when the new version becomes available.
So we know that several friends from Inazuma will be in Fontaine for the Fontanalia Film Festival, but travelers have so much more to be excited about. Travelers will also have the opportunity to participate in a variety of activity booths during the festival. Each one will have a different theme.
So cool. The first activity booth is the 1000-pace interdiction arc minute sharpshooting zone. In this activity, travelers will use the special security and surveillance patrol simulation device to practice targeting and shooting opponents.
Yep. the Special Patrol wanted the public to experience how fun target practice
Ma
can
facciamo
be.
gli sniper?
And the
Bellissimo
second
sto
activity booth
evento.
is called Trick Shots, Tricky Lights. In this activity, travelers will use the studio's special lighting effects to film a fight scene.
Bello,
Advantage
anche
of the
questo è
buffs
carino.
brought about by the special lighting effects to defeat an endless stream of opponents and obtain a higher score.
So
Anche
cool.
questo evento
Those special
sembra
lighting effects are
interessante.
really giving off old movie vibes. Navia's movements are also super smooth. It's all so atmospheric.
Oh, for sure. But not everyone is enjoying the fun and games. Travelers will meet a contract employee at the third activity booth. She needs some help with her demanding client. During the activity Extreme Drive, travelers will help her test out stabilization mecha balls.
Ah?
Look at how the traveler
Ma in
chases after
coppia
those
sta roba?
stabilization mecha balls. Okay, I bet
Oddio,
that
già mi sto
contract
immaginando i
employee can relate since
tagliardoni
she's being chased down by that client.
Totally.
che stanno qua
Stabilization mecha
a
balls
tagliardare
seem
su
pretty ordinary, but they're actually very agile.
sto
They'll
giochino.
automatically avoid all testers by moving in the opposite direction of your movement. You can find jump boosters around the testing grounds. Travelers can use them to jump higher and further, which is perfect for quickly traversing to the other side of a stabilization mecha ball. Travelers in co-op matches will have to find a way to herd as many stabilization mecha balls into their target area as possible within the time limit. The more mecha balls that end up in your area, the more points you'll earn.
The fourth activity booth is called Into the Frame. In this activity, travelers will get to shoot their own scenes by experimenting with different camera positions and narration techniques.
Cool, we get to make a movie. That's
È
awesome.
nato
Travelers
un'altra
might
delle
remember
cose
helping
delle
out
foto.
Xavier
Che
with some
palle,
filmmaking
oh.
back in Inazuma, but this seems more professional. Wait, maybe this can be the inspiration for our commercial.
Ah, puoi fare tipo
Now that I think about
filmino.
it, a
Ma forse
Fontanian
non è
man
così
went to
brutto.
Inazuma to shoot a film. I guess international travel can be a source of artistic inspiration. That must have also been true in Chiori's case, since she opened Chioria's boutique in Fontaine.
Ooh, that could be a strong theme for our commercial. Actually, Ayaka and Ayato aren't the only Inazumans traveling abroad in version 4.3. Kuki Shinobu just arrived in Liyue for her class reunion.
Yeah, and Ito decided to tag
No,
along as the
questo
boss of the
evento no,
Arataki
che
Group.
du coglioni.
And he brought his Onikabuto with him. I think he plans to train his beetles for battle.
Wow.
Che palle l'evento
The
degli
Arataki
scarabei.
Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp. That name is definitely very Ito.
Right, for sure. And there was also a beetle battle event in version 3.4, right? Ito battles against a super powerful beetle battler. I believe his name was Grandmaster Hanakado?
Yep, Grandmaster Hanakato made an impressive showing during the last beetle battle event. This time, he's made the trip to Liyue with Ito. It seems like the two of them have met a mysterious new beetle battle master.
What? Who is it? Tell us!
Tell us, tell us,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't give that away. Travelers will have to discover their identity during the event. Aside from meeting this mysterious new
che
beetle
palle.
battle master, travelers can also look forward to new ways to battle. While the movement and charge mechanics remain
Ma pure
unchanged
che fa?
from the original
Lancia
event,
l'onda
travelers
energetica.
can now also instruct Onikabuto to use guard to defend against electro bullet and jet stream attacks. Make use of the movement, charge, and guard strategies to topple your opponents no matter what they throw at you. Master them, and you'll be ready to tackle the ultimate trial of the strong.
Ooh.
Trial of the Strong.
Yeah, che
Travelers can look
evento
forward to
divertente.
encountering an old friend in the Fontanian countryside. That's right, Ullman came to Fontaine and he
Ah,
brought
i
his
Sealy.
treasure map and treasure-seeking Sealy
Quello di
along with him.
Fontaine a sto giro.
Yay! Our mini Sealy friend is back!
So cute. Travelers can help restore the Sealy's vitality by absorbing energy from the locations that are marked on Ullman's treasure map. In return, the Sealy will guide us to the locations of buried treasure. After collecting ancient iron coins during this event, you
Ogni
can
tanto
exchange
sto
them
evento
for
lo
various
buttano
rewards,
fuori.
including a mini Sealy in your preferred color.
Ooh. Okay, so in the event preview, it looked like some of the treasure is located underwater, but when I first arrived in Fontaine, I discovered that Sealy couldn't follow me underwater. Is this treasure-seeking Sealy different?
That is very observant of you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
In this iteration of the Lost Riches event, a new mini Sealy named Brilliance will be available. This new mini Sealy can travel underwater.
Ma sta zona è nuova?
Treasure isn't the only
Non l'ho
thing
mai
that you'll
vista.
discover in Fontaine's countryside.
That's
You might also come
absolutely
across a
will.
mysterious domain guarded by a unique swordmaster who searches for the meaning of battle. During the Dance of Resolute Will, travelers will get the chance to participate in combat challenges. Each challenge stage will contain 2 rounds.
Affinché c'è da
Travelers must
combattere
select
va
their
anche
party
bene.
compositions before the challenge starts. One of your chosen characters must be used in both rounds, but no other character can be repeated.
Oh, okay.
After you complete a blade dance objective during a challenge, you will obtain a heightened verve buff. Defeating opponents while heightened verve is active will grant you more points.
And another old friend is returning in version 4.3. That's right, it's Leben!
Oh, palle.
And if Lieben
Palle,
is
Lieben.
around, then that must mean we'll have a chance to trade a bunch of items for primo gems again.
Ooh, exciting! Okay, so it looks like Leben isn't the only old friend we'll be reunited with in version 4.3. Several familiar faces will be joining the Genius Invocation TCG. After this update, travelers will have the opportunity to challenge characters around Fontaine.
Ooh.
A new Fontaine-themed table customization will also be available.
Ah, ma perché
I'm so excited
sta
to
cosa
see
dell'invocazione del
Blaze
genere ce la
challenge
ficcano dappertutto? Perché?
Travelers can look forward to the addition of several new cards, including 6 new character cards, plus 5 new monster cards, such as Dvalin, Signora, and Ajdaha, will be obtainable from the corresponding tavern challenges.
Se non ci ficcano tutti i
But
TGC che
that's
ci
not all.
giocheranno
The
10
Forge
cristiani in
Realms cover
croce in
event will
tutto il
also be making
mondo,
a reappearance,
non
and
sono
there will be an
contenti.
update to the heated battle mode. Be on the lookout for future announcements.
There's TCG content to look forward to outside the game as well. The Genius Invocation TCG Asia Invitational will officially begin in January 2024. Travelers can look
Ah,
forward
perché
to
c'è
some
pure un
friendly
torneo di
competition
sta
between
cagata.
16 of the top TCG players all across Asia. I heard they're some of the best in the region. So cool. Be sure to follow the Astro Carnival
Mi sa
X
anche gli
or
unici che
Twitter
hanno il
account
coraggio
to
di
stay up to
giocare a
date
sto
on the latest
gioco.
news about this epic showdown.
Oh my gosh, this is all so exciting!
Well, hang on to that feeling, because we're taking a short break to look at the next group of redemption codes. We'll be back to sharing more exciting information about version 4.3 in just a moment.
Yay!
Se non ci ficcano il TGC una volta live, non sono contenti.
And we've gotten a ton of inspiration for our commercial. Honestly, our promotion is definitely shaping up.
Totally.
But before we reveal our new idea, let's dive
Ah,
into the system
l'ottimizzazioni.
optimizations that the project team has prepared for version 4.3.
Okay, first we have some artifact-related optimizations to introduce. With an ever-increasing amount of artifact sets to choose from, many travelers may have been hoping for a better and quicker way to filter and locate desired artifacts.
Lo temo che ne ho 3
After the
anni.
4.3 update, travelers can check out artifact set recommendations
No, i
for a
consigliati
given
no,
character
per
to see
favore.
what artifact
Sono
sets active players
una
have been
cagata,
choosing for that
sono.
character recently.
That's cool.
In addition, an automatic locking function has been added. Now, when filtering artifacts in your inventory, you can lock the artifacts that fit your filter specifications in batches. With the automatic locking function, newly acquired artifacts that fit your locking criteria will automatically be locked when added to your inventory.
Oh, that's awesome.
Travelers can have up to 2 preset auto-lock plans for each artifact set. Travelers can choose their own or follow.
Aspetta, Ani of Tech Select Feeds, Ani 2. Ah, ok. Ne puoi selezionare, bloccarli 2, cioè di più artefatti che hanno la stessa stats, o meglio la main stats. Sì, carino, una cosetta in più, non è che serviva però.
Follow the recommended settings summarized for active player data. Since it may take some time to collect the necessary statistics, new artifact sets will not feature recommended locking settings immediately.
Okay.
Yes. Of course, if you can lock artifacts in batches, you can unlock them in batches as well. Travelers can look forward to both of those features in the new update. That's not all though.
Possiamo
Travelers will
sbloccare
be
e
able to
bloccarli in
sort
blocco, va
artifacts
bene,
by
dai.
3 different attributes. Plus, The artifact enhancement screen will allow travelers to add a greater amount of enhancement materials at once. An enhancement limit feature will also be available.
Questa l'abbiamo già
Hopefully,
vista.
these
Ma
optimizations will not only make artifacts easier to find, but also quicker
la
to
mettono in
level.
questa patch?
Be on the lookout
Ma
for
avevano
future
detto che la
announcements to learn
mettevano
more.
in
The
futuro,
project
non
team is
adesso.
always working hard to address your survey feedback. So, travelers should look forward to further
No, non mi lamento,
artifact-related
però.
optimizations in future version updates. Improvements to equipping artifacts and other artifact-related optimizations are all in the works.
Ooh.
In addition, the project team has made adjustments to provide smoother ascension and enhancement experiences for
Ok.
travelers. When you level up a
L'auto-add.
character, enhance an artifact, or enhance a weapon, you no longer have to click so many pop-up windows.
Oh, that's awesome.
Questo già
As a new
c'era.
player using a few 1 and 2 star materials to level artifacts, the whole process might feel a bit
Questo
slow,
finalmente sono
especially
decisi
with
a
pop-up
metterlo
windows
dopo
appearing.
Totally.
3 cazzo di
This
anni.
new optimization significantly reduces the amount of pop-up windows that we have to click through, so travelers can look forward to a much smoother enhancement and leveling process. The next optimization has made it easier to repeat domain challenges. Previously, travelers who tried to continue domain challenges would be sent to the entrance of the domain. This meant they would have to run all the way to the center to start the challenge. But after this update,
E
travelers who
questo
choose to continue
è
in a
un
domain
miglioramento
challenge
anche
will load
perché
right
tolgono un
next
sacco
to
di
the area where
texture
you
dal
actually
gioco e lo
start
alleggeriscono.
fighting, which is amazing.
Finalmente.
So, happy
Ma
farming,
queste sono tutte cose
everyone.
che avevano detto che avrebbero poi
This should
messo.
make it way easier for players
No,
to
se le
farm
mettono subito
artifacts
io
for
non mi
Navia.
lamento. Anzi,
Yeah,
True, true.
definitely.
ringrazio.
In addition, version 4.3 has made it easier to clear your quest backlog. Archon Quest Chapter 2 Act 4, In the Depths, An Unexpected Reunion, takes place in the underground mines of the chasm. In the past, travelers had to complete the world quests, Chasm Spelunkers, and the Heavenly Stones debris before being able to proceed to the Archon Quest. In this update, travelers no longer need to complete those 2 world quests. Instead, travelers can speak directly to the miner who issued the commission to unlock a teleport waypoint.
Oh.
It will take them to the corresponding area and automatically trigger the next steps of the Archon Quest.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. This will hopefully make it easier for travelers to quickly progress through Archon quests.
So cool. So that'll make it significantly easier for new or lapsed players to access the Archon Quest and claim those sweet, sweet intertwined fates as fast as possible.
Yes, definitely.
For sure.
Also, one-click expeditions will be available starting in version 4.3.
Spedizione
This
rapide,
will
questa
allow
qua già
travelers
la
to claim
sapevamo.
expedition rewards and repeat expeditions with a single click.
Anche
Travelers
questo,
will
ci hanno messo
also
3
be
anni a
able to claim
capirlo, però alla
processed
fine.
ingredients and forged items with a single click.
Oh, sweet. That's gonna make it easier to collect rewards from Catherine.
Definitely.
Anche
There's
questo
also a ton
finalmente
of
l'hanno
other
messo.
quality of life improvements in this update.
Era anche
For
ora.
example, optimizations have been made to enemy tracking with the Adventure Handbook and character selection logic during crafting and forging. In addition, when performing mystic offerings, travelers will now be able to add artifacts in batches. There's a lot to look forward to, so be sure to check future announcements for more information. Okay, moving on from optimizations, a new Fontaine-style realm layout will be added to the Serenity Pot. Simply purchase the corresponding items from
ci hanno
Tubby
messo,
to
hanno
unlock
messo
it.
tipo di
Oh, it
bello.
looks like an aquarium.
I know, right?
È sott'acqua?
Travelers can use
È
ocean ponds to
sott'acqua.
travel between the islands in this layout. Some islands even have ponds
Potrei
that travelers can
tornare
use to keep
a
fish.
buildare la,
It looks like
la
a whole
teapot.
underwater kingdom. It's just so pretty.
Yeah.
And they'll be even prettier once travelers have the chance to make them their own. I'm so excited to see what everyone's going to come up with. Especially
Io la
my friend's
teapot l'ho
teapots.
abbandonata al suo destino.
You just want to copy their designs, don't you?
I don't know. Maybe.
I knew it.
I have another piece of super exciting news to share with everyone. Okay, I know, right? The annual Genshin Impact online concert, Melodies of an Endless Journey,
Ah,
is coming
concerto.
soon.
Ok.
I heard this year's concert is going to celebrate Genshin's classic melodies in an entirely new way. Let's take a sneak peek at some of the amazing moments that this concert has in store.
Ok, ci fanno sentire il concerto. Bello il background dietro. Cos'è, Celestia?
The 2023 Genshin concert held in Shanghai last September will also be online soon, so stay tuned, travelers.
Whoa, so we have 2 online concerts to look forward to?
Yep. Further details will be announced across Genshin Impact's official social media accounts, so be on the lookout for more information. At the end of version 4.3, travelers can also look forward to the release of the 4th Genshin Impact character OST album,
Termina il
Stellar
personaggio
Moments
di
Volume
Stellar
4.
Moment volume 2.
The album
Ok.
will feature 26 character songs created by the Hoyo
Scettini di
Mix team.
personaggi.
Wait, we're finally getting Alhaitham and Wanderer's OSTs.
Yep, and Farina's song too. Her song All the World's a Stage has already been getting a ton of love.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, well, that's all the new information we have to share about the update. So, I guess that means it's time for the version 4.3 special program to come to a close. Aww.
But we haven't even come up with a plan for our Chiorio Boutique commercial.
Actually, we've already finished shooting it.
You're right. The
What?
special program was a pretty good commercial. I'm certainly not going to forget the name Chioria Boutique after this.
Totally. Oh my gosh, we really did cover a lot of important information today.
For sure. The most important part is our final word from our sponsor, Chioria Boutique. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I just wanted to let everyone know that I'm so excited to be a part of Genshin Impact, and I cannot wait for all of you to meet Chevres.
Totally. I feel exactly the same. Can't wait to see more Navia in her fighting action.
Yeah.
And also, can't wait for little swimming sealies.
Yes.
They are so cute.
So
Oh my
cute.
goodness.
And I think the new mini games are really fun, especially the one where we get to make like a little movie.
Yes.
Well, I am just so glad that the 3 of us have been able to do this special program together. This has been so much fun.
Really fun,
And
yeah.
that's all we have for the version 4.3 special program. I hope that everyone's looking forward to experiencing all this exciting new content for themselves. Be sure to check it out when the update goes live.
Yeah.
Okay, bye!
Right, bye guys. See you later.
Bye!
Dai, carino, metteranno un po' di rock, Sanchu Musem, It's Against Impact. Qualche specie di collab con un museo?
I forgot to start recording.
Zitta. Allora, qua lo togliamo. Special program, non male. Hanno messo un po' di robettina carina. Non mi aspettavo le ottimizzazioni che le mettessero da sta patch. Ero convinto la mettessero dalla prossima. Cioè dalla prossima, delle future. Però meglio così. Allora, vediamo un po' se riusciamo a buttarci fuori qualcosa di carino dai Milelite. Così libero anche un po' l'inventario. Danno geo con tasso da crit, questa teniamola semmai. Questa è un goblet, attacco no, attacco già no, danno idro sotto fa schifo, sto fa schifo. Questa PS flat, tasso da kill, teniamo, non si sa mai. Danno da crit, questa è offset, questa fa schifo. Danno a crit con solo danno a tasso da crit e attacco percentuale. questo offset se uppa bene è golosa. PS def no, attacco PS però mi sta sbagliata. PS tasto a crit, PS questo interessante. Finalmente mettono un po' di ottimizzazione in game, sarebbe anche ora, dopo 3 anni, Cristo Dio. Difesa, danno Nemo, danno raio brutto sotto, tasso da crit sotto, cioè, tasso crit danno la crit sotto, buono, fiore brutto, fiore interessante, attacco doppio crit sotto si tiene. PS con dare una crit e ricarica, questa si tiene per il momento. Anche questo. Aspetta con il main stacks, PS sì. PS danno da crit, può diventare interessante. Questa fa abbastanza defecare. Energia charge brutta sotto, messa elementare brutta sotto. Facciamoci ancora un giro. Dovrebbe venne sì. Andiamo, goblet attacco sotto brutto, danno elettro sotto brutto, attacco tasto crit no, tasto maestro elementari PS flat no, questo è inguardabile, questo anche un brutto. Questo è carino. Def purtroppo. Attacco con sotto. Tasto da crit 3-9 bello alto. Oh, PS con energy charge sotto perché non c'è PS flat, però vabbè lo stesso. Ok. Uppiamo qualcosina, così liberiamo anche un po' l'inventario. È uscito fuori attacco flat, male, molto male. Adesso mi deve fare tutto energia. Sblocchiamolo. PS. Mettiamo in più 20 e tasto da crit e PS flat. Ok, minchia quanta tasto. Minchia tasto da crit. Ho realizzato adesso che quello al 14 era tasto da crit. Puttana troia! Oh, ma lo smurfino ultimamente a livello di artefatti sta volando. Zong sarà contento. Ok, un rollo in energia charge, uno in death, flat e uno in danno da crit. Ah, perché non ho finito i viola. Ok, quindi. Bello per 2. Difesa. Flat. Buono. No cappellino per zombie, direi. Direi che non è messa male come situation. Al limite goblet gli do un offset. Forse ho finito zombino. Forse ho finito zonghettino. Dove cazzo sta? Ecco qui. Direi andiamo di questo. E attacco flat. Andiamo a più 12. E niente, si butta. E prendiamo questo. Tasto al crit, ma sta elemento non sai fa un cazzo, Zong. A te. Ma guarda te. Io comunque glielo voglio dare perché pur sempre meglio dell'altro ciofeca che c'erano 73, sti coglioni. Vabbè, c'ha un sacco di rate sto Zong. 53.000 HP. Ok. E siamo a... poco rate, è che non ne serve un granché però. 127 di energy. Ma avrei giocato che ne avesse di più. Vabbè, a me interessano gli HP, perché lo fanno tancoso. 93.000 HP. Va bene. Sarebbe il caso di alzargli questa. Mercoledì, sabato e domenica. Ok, domani. Niente scudo. E finalmente ho vinto Zong, posso dire. Perché con 53.000 HP schifo non fa. Ok, Carina, dai, ci sta. Vabbè, chiudiamo che sono stanco oggi. Un'ora e mezza di live può bastare.